We here at the 10 Points Podcast are really excited to announce that we are partnering with Joe King to advertise his tournament that he's going to be hosting on June 8th. It is the Joe King Canlander Open, and we're really excited to be part of this and to be able to promote this because I think it's something that's really going to be really good for the community.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing a webcam tournament. It is going to be run at a competitive rules enforcement level, and there's going to be a plateau on the line for first place, as well as additional prizes depending on the amount of participation. So I think you're definitely going to want to get yourself registered for this event and play, because both of us are going to be. You have some more details for us?
Yeah, it's full proxy. We want people to be able to play what they want, to have their minds on display rather than their wallets, and really kind of explore what can be done in Canlander. So full proxy, so long as they are original Magic art and full color and clear to read. Any proxies are allowed.
Yeah, the entry is only $10, so it's not meant to be too restrictive for anyone. Anyone should be able to play. If you don't have to spend $1 on your deck and you only got to spend $10 to enter, you might want to plateau in the process, and at the very least you should have fun. So we hope that you guys can join us, and we're going to be there. I'm going to be there. You're going to be there. Hopefully
I'll be there.
We'll see you guys there too. We thought just in the spirit of the tournament we could play a webcam game and kind of illustrate a couple of the things that we found to be very helpful when playing webcam games, a little bit of webcam etiquette as it were. The first one is, I personally like to use, if you have them, dice like this that are super easy to read. They don't have to be casino looking dice, but just very easy to read on camera. It's really hard to look at that and not know what it says. Nick, do you have any other advice for webcam games?
Clear communication. Obviously, it's sometimes harder to see your opponent's cards, know exactly what's going on the battlefield. You can't exactly grab a card and read it. So clearly communicating what you're doing at each step of the process is really important, especially over webcam, because you don't want to get yourself in a position where you are doing something and then they realize that you're doing it after you started doing it, and they're like, oh, I actually had responses. Similar to paper magic, but even more so in webcam games, clear communication is really important.
Yeah, and one additional note on that is sometimes when you're playing over the internet, you can run into small connection issues. Someone's voice might cut out. So just making sure and confirming everything and being clear with everything as you play is very valuable. And one last thing is, this is just a very specific tip, but this was taught to me by a player I played with on, I think the first webcam stream I did actually, which is cutting decks, how to cut an opponent's deck when you're not physically there. We found that telling them top to bottom, give me a percent, like, oh, you want me to cut the top third off, and just matching what they say, so that way they can still have control over where the cut is happening. Aside from that, I think, are you ready to get into a match here? Or a game, anyways?
We're really excited for this. I think it's really unique to have a competitive webcam tournament. I don't know if any of these have been done before, but I'm hoping that more competitive webcam tournaments will happen in the future. Me and Ash are gonna dive into a webcam game.
Yeah, and I do think that Canlander, that's the place it's gonna be, because the community is so amazing and so supportive of one another that I think the community will carry the competitive nature of this webcam tournament. Before we switch over, Nick, do you want to say what you're playing?
For me and Ash's game, I will be playing Secret Walk Kiki Pod. Anyone that's seen the last Paperlander, this is actually the same list. But yeah, I love the deck.
I'm going to be playing Paradox Academy. It is not the same deck I played on Paperlander. I did play it on a stream recently, but hopefully that I will kill you before you kill me, and you do not tutor up Night of Autumn.
Fortunately for you, I'm not on Collector Roof, so Night of Autumn's about my best bet.
Alright, well, let's just shift over to that and we'll get a game in. Alright, friends, hello. We are here. Nicholas is on Secret Walk Kiki Pod. I am on Paradox, and we are shuffling. We have not drawn cards yet. So, hey, Nick, how would you like to cut my deck?
I just realized I can't see your camera.
You can't see my camera? Well, from top to bottom, what percentage would you like to cut?
We'll go 50%, nice and smooth.
Alright, that look good to you?
I can't see your camera as previously stated.
Well, we're going to pretend you said yes, and then complete the cut very clearly on the screen.
Sure. I will need to be able to see your camera though, so.
You will. That's true. I'm clearly laying out 7 cards here. You still can't see.
Ah, yes, of course, those 7 cards that are very nice and neatly laid out.
Do you mean
Alright, well,
you're not seeing my camera because I'm not showing you my camera?
yeah. I also have a nice clean 7 cards.
Alright, let me show you.
As you can tell, we are professionals in the world of webcam.
I thought you just meant that you had to pull it up.
No, like, it wasn't there.
You can see it now though, right?
It's loading.
Okay.
It is still loading. Alright, well, while it's loading, you wanna do a high roll?
Yes, that sounds good. I will.
Alright. That is a 5.
I have more than 5.
That's a shame.
Alright, this is what you get from me. Okay. You get to see this. There you
Good
go.
enough.
I'll keep this hand.
I will not. We're gonna take a 6 there.
Okay.
That hand was 1 mana dork short of being really good, but unfortunately, a little too slow. Last time I played against Paradox, it was not you, but it was a really good close match. So hopefully this is more of the same.
Hope so.
You wanna cut?
Yeah, let's do the 30% from the top.
Okay. I just realized I don't think I... Did you cut it before? Or did I allow you to cut it before?
I don't think so because you were figuring out the camera, but normally you would do that.
Alright, well, I now have 7 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This hand is more reasonable. We're gonna toss that one back.
Alright, you ready then?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna Ancient Tomb out this Talisman of Impulse. Go ahead.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna
Go into 18.
draw a card. I'm gonna play a City of Brass, taking some damage. Ow. I'll play an Avacyn's Pilgrim.
Okay, go to me.
Yep. I'm like
Okay.
whoops.
I'm gonna draw this card.
Alright. Oh, you got life totals?
I got him.
Sweet.
We'll play the Seed of the Scion and take 2. Oh, I missed your life total.
Man, I'm winning
I'm
so
gonna
hard.
Time Twister.
Oh. Wow, sure.
So we're gonna shuffle our decks and then draw 7 cards. Would have been better if you didn't have a mana dork, but still felt pretty good.
Sure. See, the unfortunate thing is that hand had a Knight of Autumn and a Soul Herder in it.
Oh boy.
So
Would you like to cut my
I'm
deck?
we'll go 40% for the sake of making things
How's
difficult.
that?
That's more like 37.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Alright,
All right, you want to cut my deck?
50%.
50%, right down the middle.
Hey, I just had that card. And then I'm gonna pass the turn.
All right. Interesting. All right, untap, upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play this Copperline Gorge untapped, and while it is not quite a Knight of Autumn, I will Skyclave Apparition your Talisman.
Okay.
And then I will pass it back over to you, and I took a damage off of my City of Brass.
Okay. Well, that definitely hurts, to be honest, more than you might realize.
That is good to hear. Always a good thing to hear.
That you're hurting people?
Specifically you, when we're playing Magic and I'm trying to win.
Fair.
I
I'm
just
gonna
Up
play
to my desk and
Scalding Tarn and fetch it, And
Yep.
I'm gonna go get a something. I'm gonna get a taiga. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a taiga, and then I'm gonna play this Aetherflux Reservoir. And that's all I'm doing. So I'm 13 off of my Ancient Tomb that turn. Nick, are you there? Did you freeze on me? Well, this is a good example of where sometimes you have internet issues, and what you should do is you should simply not do anything until you regain a clear connection, and leave everything as visible as you can. Now the question is, who's having internet problems? Hopefully it's not me. Oh, it looks like it might be me.
Isn't on my screen.
Hello?
Oh wait, they just refreshed.
Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Okay.
All right, you're good now.
Yeah.
You got a taiga and played a Aetherflux Reservoir.
Yeah, do you want to cut? I'm gonna edit it out.
We'll go 80%.
Okay. I'm gonna cut back in right after I say now. Now.
Sweet.
Sorry, we had a little bit of connection issue there. We resolved that, and as you can see, I didn't do anything until Nicholas' connection was back. So, I passed the turn.
Right, I will untap and I will draw for the turn. Ooh, that changes things not a lot, but slightly. I'm gonna play a forest. I'm gonna go to combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna swing 2.
No blocks.
All right, you
11.
drop down to 11. So, unfortunately for you, the Skyclave Aberration was not the only thing you drew me into.
It happens.
I'm gonna play a Phyrexian Metamorph.
Paying life?
Taking
3?
yeah, paying 2 for that, and then 1 off of the City of Brass, so 3 total.
Okay.
And I'm gonna copy the Skyclave Aberration and keep the board clear.
Makes sense.
And gotta go fast, so I'm going to play a Ragavan as well.
Okay.
And then I will be passing it back over to you.
Okay, so it's looking rough here. Looking rough, to be honest.
Well, I mean, that depends on who you're rooting for. If they're rooting for the super cool creature combo deck, then things are looking great. If they're rooting for the super boring artifact combo deck, artifacts are so, like, alpha. Just because almost all of the power 9 is artifacts doesn't mean that they're superior to creatures.
I mean, that's true. You're right about that.
What would the power 9 of creatures be?
I mean, Ragavan might be.
Yeah, honestly, I was about to say, I don't think it wouldn't surprise me if Ragavan was on that list. Deathrite Shaman probably makes it in there. I suppose leave in the comments what you think the power 9 of creatures would be. I guess specifically for Canlander.
This is awkward, I must admit.
That's good to know. Good to hear.
Alright, we're just gonna play this One Ring.
That's a pretty good one.
Trigger.
Yeah.
And then we'll play this Volcanic Island and pass the turn. Tap it. I'm gonna tap it. Gonna activate.
Yeah. Yep.
Hiya. Okay, now you can go.
Alright. And you took your Ancient Tomb damage.
Yeah, thank you. I'm at 9.
Sweet. Untap. Keep and draw. I'm going to play a Wooded Foothills, and I'm gonna fetch, going down to 14.
Okay.
What do I need? We'll get a plateau. Alright, cut.
70% from the top. Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's a solid 70% right there. And then I'm going to pay 4. And I'm going to play everyone's friend, Comet Stellar Pup.
Oh, good. Let's activate that Comet Stellar Pup.
Heck yeah. Huh! That's a 2, so I get some squirrels.
Okay.
These are squirrels, and then you are good to go after that.
Okay. Let's draw some gas. I'm going to take 1 to my 1 ring.
Yeah. The nice thing for me is due to the ancient tomb sitting around for this long, the 1 ring can kill Ash.
I'm going to activate the 1 ring.
Yeah.
Draw some cards.
But I just need it to kill him before he kills me. But things are looking good for me. He's got to pull a bit of a rabbit out of a hat to get out of this one, I think. Unfortunately, there are a lot of rabbits and hats in that deck, so it would not be the most unheard of thing for him to simply go off here.
You know what? I'm just going to start with playing. I'm going to take 2. I'm going to cast Framing Search.
Sure.
Draw
All right,
2.
he's digging.
Yeah, I have a red floating.
Yeah,
a green. I'm sorry, a green floating. I should have said that before I drew cards, but I promise that's what I was going to do. Don't do that
Seems
at comp, though.
suspicious, but I suppose I'll let it slide this time.
And we're going to discard Academy Ruins and... And Deserted Temple, I guess. So I have a mana floating.
How's it looking?
Not great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana? Access to 7 mana?
Assuming you play a land, yeah.
So what I need is crop rotation to be able to get me 2 mana, but I already have Ancient Tomb.
Like 2 additional mana?
Well, it needs to get a land that makes. So I need to get like 2 mana off of a land.
Like a Tolarian Academy?
Well, I only have 1 artifact. Oh my gosh, I have 2 artifacts. We're big gaming here.
Alright.
Okay, so we are going to become big winners. We are going to make 2 mana, go to 4. I'm going to use my floating green to crop rotation this.
Yep.
I was sitting here thinking I only had 1 artifact.
Nope.
You're such a good friend.
I also find it amusing that the one artifact you pointed to was the Seat of the Synod, not the One Ring.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, I only have 1. You pointed to the artifact land, the one that that would be easier to miss. All right, am I losing the game?
No, not quite. So I have 2 mana. Yeah, 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana, 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana, and then I have to fetch to get a Tundra. Which is why I didn't offer to let you cut. I have exactly 8 mana for this Ugin.
Sure.
That Ugin is going to... You have 4 jobs. It's going to -4 to exile all the colored permanents that are 4.
Yeah.
More or less.
That is all of them.
Yeah.
And you also gain a 2/2 and a 4/4 token.
Yes, those are notable. I'm going to let you cut my deck.
These are exiled. You can go 50%.
Okay. I have a 2/2 and a 4/4, and I will pass the turn.
Alright, untap. You can draw.
We have a 2/2 and a 4/4.
We're gonna play this Stomping Ground tapped and run out a Birds of Paradise.
Okay.
And then pass the turn and hope for the best, I suppose.
So I'm going to untap, take 2, go to 1. Draw my card for turn. And I'm gonna draw 3 cards with my 1 round.
Yep. Alright, it's now or never.
It's now or never. Sure is now or never, isn't it? So we just save those. You're at 14.
Correct.
I'm gonna play a Sensei's Divining Top.
Yep.
And I'm gonna play an Expedition Map.
Yep.
Gonna play this Bayou as my land for turn.
Yep.
And then we're gonna probably just say that math is for blockers.
I mean, I have 1 blocker and you have
1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be the right way to do this. Who cares? Math is for blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm very intrigued by whatever's going on here.
So am I. So if I do 4, that's 5. X is 5, that's 10. Okay, so I make 4 mana, 5 mana plus 2. I'm gonna forfeit Aerlingus for 5.
Okay.
So I have 5 2/2s.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bolt your Birds of Paradise with this Ugin.
Yeah.
And then I would like to attack you with 6 2/2s and a 4/4.
So that's 18 total.
I think it's 16 total.
Oh, yes. That is sort of notable, not notable enough.
Have
The-
many friends.
Huh. This is mildly unfortunate. I have a swords here, so I will swords your 4/4, but that gives you another turn, which is very
Yeah.
sad.
So I gotta.
So I gotta.
And you go to 12, or so you take 12, go to 2.
Correct. So I gotta rip something good here.
Yeah. So I have a bunch of guys. And I'm gonna go to Man 7, draw a card from the Monarchy.
Yep.
You're good to go, friend.
Am I good to go?
Yeah.
Alright. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Huh. I unfortunately do believe that is just good enough. Man, that was really close.
Yeah. Well, thanks for the game. Thank you guys for hanging out, and again, we hope to see you at the webcam tournament.
But yeah, thanks for watching. See you there.
See you there.